I know. It's kind of. It's giving dark. I don't know because I don't have no light on in here. Oh, that's too much light. Oh, it's giving dark. I don't know if I'm because I'm dark and luscious. I don't know why it's giving dark. Oh, it's giving too much light. I don't know why it's giving dark, but I don't know why it's giving dark. It's giving really, really dark. It ain't giving dark. It ain't giving dark this way. Okay, we're gonna put it this way. We're gonna shift it a little bit. It's giving dark. I don't know. It's giving dark. I don't know why. It's giving dark. I don't know why it's giving dark because it's not really dark in here. And I don't want too much light to come in here. Then I'll be like, ooh, it's giving dark. Too much. You don't want too much. You don't want. I don't want too much light. I don't want too much light. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Is it giving dark in here? I'm trying to figure out. Is it giving? Hey sis, is it giving real dark in here? It's feeling dark, but I'm like, I don't know. I got the light on. I don't know why it's feeling dark. Very dark. She said very dark. Let me and I am not a vampire. She said very dark. Let me how is it? I'm not a vampire. It's just my I think it's just my face dark. I think I'm just is it just because I'm just dark skinned? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it's giving dark like this. I have no clue. Let me put my glasses on because it's really giving dark. Yeah, it's giving dark. It's giving dark. Is it lights? Is it lighting up a little bit more? I don't know. Well, this is the best I can do. I'm drinking my coffee, and that's it. Had nothing to do with that. It's 9:30. I'm gonna tell y'all. I woke up at 4:30 this morning, laid in the bed. I read a couple passages in the Bible. Actually, I read Corinthians. Let me see. Corinthians. I don't want to lie. What I know it was Corinthians something. I can't remember. I think it was Corinthians 12:13. If I'm not mistaken, it was Corinthians 12:13. I was reading that. Then I turn around after I read that. Because sometimes I don't read the Bible all the time. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I just want to read a Bible, a scripture or something, or I do it on my phone. But this morning I pulled out read that it was Corinthians, yeah, 13, 12, 12, 13, something like that. I did that this morning. Then I think that was about 4:30, 5 o'clock. About 6 o'clock, got up. I made some bacon, eggs, and oatmeal and some toast. My son was up. We was in here talking. The conversation I was having with my son, it was an interesting conversation. You know, me and my son talk because my son, I'm not gonna say he's my best friend because he's not my friend. He's my child. I'm gonna say we have a good relationship. That's what I'm gonna say. We have a great relationship to the point he could pretty much tell me anything. Good morning, Hamilton. And today, good morning. He pretty a happy Friday to everyone. Hey, honey brown. He pretty much can tell me anything. And we were just sitting here talking about life in general, about his friends, the path he going on, what he want to do when he turns 20. And it was so interesting because sometimes I look at him and I be like, Dad, you be thinking like that? I don't say it to him, but I be saying it in my mind. And I'm looking at him, he talking, he eating his breakfast because now we eating breakfast. I just made me oatmeal and a piece of toast. That's what I made me. And he was just sitting here talking and rapping. And when I say my son got a lot of sense on his head, I'm looking at him like, you not done by far. Your head is right on your shoulders, and like, damn, I raised a good child because I'm listening to what he said, and it's like, because I'm not gonna tell y'all a conversation, because that's my son. What he tell me is what he tell me. That's just to me what he was talking about felt personal, but I did like the things he was saying, and it did not make me second think what he was saying. It didn't make me do none of that. It made me feel like I was a proud mother. I was a proud mother listening to him talk. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, dang, my son got his head on straight, da da this, da da that. And I'm like, yeah. And he was telling me about what he want to do when he turned 21, da da da. I'm like, okay. Because he turned 21 in August. And I'm like, damn. Most people want to get out, have a party, celebrate. And I can't tell you this. He said, Mom, I hope you don't think this weird. And I was like, well, he said, my 21st birthday, I want to celebrate you. I was like, what you mean? He was like, I want to celebrate you. He said, Mom, without you always talking to me and leading me on the right track, I would never got to be 21. He was like, I got friends who didn't make it, and it wasn't no fault of their own. It was just at the wrong place at the wrong time or something like that. But he was like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have never, I wouldn't make it to be 21. He said, I want to celebrate you. Then I go celebrate myself. And I was so proud of him. Like, this conversation we had was a deep conversation. We were here eating breakfast and talking, and I was smiling the whole time. And I started crying. He was like, why are you crying? I said, because I raised you well. I can't think of, I can't think any way I should have raised you different. Because I think everything that he went through in life, like I told you, he got robbed, this and this and that. I think everything he went through in life, he had to go to get to the point where he at now. And the fact he want to celebrate me on his 21st, that made me feel good. Like, he want to celebrate his mom. That made me feel good. Then he was like, I'm going to go celebrate myself after that. And I'm like, cool. So he was like, he want me and him to go out and just be me and him and eat breakfast or lunch or whatever. And we just be together. That's what he want to do. And I'm like, oh, wow. I'm so happy he said that. That made me feel good. The conversation we had was a good part. It was a good conversation. It was a very good conversation. And I loved it. I loved everything about the conversation. It just let me know he's growing. If something happened to me today or tomorrow, I know he know how to handle it. I know he's on the right track. I wouldn't be upset. I would not be mad because I know I'll be going in a peaceful way because I know he's good, you know? I know he's good. I know he know how to carry it and everything. I'm just like, yes, my son, my son. Kudos to him. Yeah, the conversation was really good conversation. It was a real good conversation. Let me tell you about my yesterday. Cause me and my girls went out yesterday. Well, not me and my girls, me and my best friend. My best friend Tanya, the one Tanya blog. We went out yesterday. We went out to Applebee's to get that. We went out to Applebee's because we were going to visit one of my old co-workers, one of her still co-workers on her part-time job. We went to go visit him. We've been knowing her. I've been knowing Tanya for, hey Jude, I've been knowing Tanya for 20 some years. I've been knowing her about the same amount of time. But we haven't been around each other like me and Tanya because all of us used to work together because that's how I met Tanya. All they used to do nursing together. And we went to go visit her because she's in a nursing home doing rehab. And we went to Applebee's. We went to Applebee's to get something to eat because she said she wanted that 2 for 25, but you can't bring it out. So we wound up sitting there eating, talking, stayed there for about an hour. Now, I'm gonna say about, because she was in rehab and we didn't want to go to rehab. No, rehab's about an hour, so I said we stayed about 45 minutes. So we went in there, and hey Virginia, we went in there, we was eating and everything, and it was like, it was cool, we had fun, we got a drink. I didn't finish my drink. She was like, I should have known I shouldn't have got you no drink. And I said, I keep telling y'all, I can't eat and drink at the same time. Because I want to bring my food back home. I ate the appetizer, I cooked my appetizer, because it's 2 for 25. She got her 2 for 25. I got my 2 for 25. I got me a steak and chicken. Of course, I gave the chicken to her, and she got her 2 steaks, and then she ate the steak. She took the other steak to our friend. She took a chicken to her boyfriend or whatever. So we did that. Then once we got up to the nursing home, had a nice conversation at the table at Applebee's. They had this game you could play. We played tic-tac-toe. The tic-tac-toe thing was cheating. It was cheating. Yes, it was cheating. So we started playing that. Then we went to go visit her. We got in to visit her. We walked around in the nursing home, this and this, that. And I told them people down here tired of you. But nurse home people get tired of you because you know what's going on. And I said, you know what, you've been in the game forever, and people. When I told her, so when I was in nursing home, I wasn't having it. You ain't gonna let nobody do what they want to you. So it is what it is. But after that, we went, sat down and talked to her for a long time. She said, Tia, go get my crabs. I went and got her crabs. We sat back, we ate some crabs. I ate one crab. I think Tanya ate two or three. She ate some crabs. They drank sodas. I ain't drink no soda. I ain't getting nothing to drink. But I did eat the crabs, and the crabs, oh my God, the crabs was humongous. When I told her these had to be extra large. The crabs was so big. They was so delicious. I ate one crab. I told her I was full. I said I can't eat no more. But I kept sitting there, sitting there. It was like an hour later, and they was still eating crabs. I said, yeah, I'm gonna eat one. I'm gonna eat one. So I ate one. That crab was so good. I said, y'all make me want to go home, pop open my crabs, take them out the freeze. I said, but my crabs ain't as big as these crabs. When I say them crabs, they had to be extra large. She was like, oh no, they got them from down the street. And I was like, okay, because there's a crab place down there. And I said, I don't remember seeing the crab place. And she was like, it's right there by Blue Dolphin, somewhere up there with Blue Dolphin. And I said, oh, okay. So, that was it. But when I said them crabs was so yummy, them crabs was yummy. So we sit there for about, I think we left from down there about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm going to say we left from down there. Yeah, thank you. And then we had a conversation because she wanted to talk, and she know this girl knows. She know I am so real. She asked me questions that she asked everybody else, but she said I didn't want to ask. I'm not gonna tell you the question. She said I didn't want to ask. She said when I asked them, I already know they don't do this and do this, but I know you. So I told her my opinion, and I tried not to be as brutal. I try to sweeten it as much as possible because things happen. And I had to try to tell her in life, we all follow a path. Things we do in life, we really regret. Everything we do, we don't do right. And I'm not saying everything that's happened to you because of your past, but I'm saying your past play a role into things that happen to you in life. And I said, and the fact that your past play a role, what you do from here on out, gonna play a role. I said you can't want revenge. You can't be spiteful. You got to leave it to God and make God lead the way. I said because if you go in that direction, it's not going to be a good outcome. I said more than that because she asked me a rocker question because she know me. She kept saying, T, what's your sign? I forgot what your sign. What's your sign? And Tanya said Virgo. I said, yeah, Virgo. She said, oh yeah, y'all believe me. I said, yeah. And she said, I'm glad I asked you. I'm so glad you came. And the question she asked me, she didn't like them, but she understood them. The answers I gave were bad. She didn't like them, but she understood where I was coming from. And I told her, I said, I'm not trying to be mean, but you asked me. And you know how, and I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I'm going to tell you as nice as possible, And I said what I had to say. She cried. We laughed. She cried. We laughed. We hugged her. We did everything. We try to make her feel like it's going to be okay. And I told her it's a journey that you're going to have to go on by yourself. And it's okay to do it by yourself. Because I said when I had to go on my journey, when I went in nursing home, my family was there, but they wasn't there. You know? So you have to be determined to get up out here and get your rehab and get it done. I said I was determined. I did what I had to do. I wasn't looking for nobody to do anything for me. I knew it was something I did. I needed to get up out of it. It was something that happened to me because I didn't take care of myself. Because a person don't have a stroke on their own. You have a stroke because things around you is not going right. And me having all that happen to me, I knew it had a lot to do with me working. Me doing this, me pushing myself beyond what I was doing and all this other stuff. So I told her, I said, you gotta actually take a step back and look at the things that you did in life. And I was like, certain things you don't eat, you don't like to eat. I said, you gotta learn. Because she don't eat no vegetables, she don't do this, she don't drink water, she don't do that. I said, you got to stop saying what you don't do, and you got to start doing. I said, stop saying. I said, because your tongue is powerful. And I had to learn that from my girl. Your tongue is powerful. Things you say out your mouth is very powerful because the man upstairs is listening. So stop saying what you don't do. Stop saying what you can't do, and start doing it. Start doing it. And it was just like, it was a nice visit. It was a very nice visit. I enjoyed it. And she's very far. She's about 45 minutes away. Very, very nice long ride. So yeah, it's about 45 minutes away. Traffic on the way coming back until like 25 because I came in my house. It took about 25 minutes, but yeah, it was a nice visit. It really was. It really was. It was a nice visit. My coffee is getting it's so good. I have no more cream. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday. She said, yes, indeed. The tongue is extremely powerful. Yes. I had to learn that. I had to really learn that. Oh, God. Now I get off this line, I got to deal with my brother. My brother's driving me crazy, y'all. He talking trash to me. I said, when I get a hold of him, ooh, I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. I said, I gotta get him over my house. He doing too much. I gotta get him to my house. I might have to go pop up on him this weekend and get him. I might have to go pop up on him and get him. That's what I might have to do. Yeah, I might gotta pop up and get him because we not having that. Talking about I don't run nothing. I said, this dude tripping. He must don't know. But look, he tell my nephews and he'll tell everybody else that, but he ain't gonna tell me that. He is not gonna tell me that. He's not going to. I gotta tell this girl. I put me doing this video for this coffee machine, and I did do it. But when I say it's the worst video ever, it's the worst video ever. It's the worst video ever. I did it. I did. I'm not even gonna lie. I did it, but every time I take it apart, put it together, it's hard. It's like I'm gonna give it to her, and it is. And once I give it to her, I'm not doing it over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm not. Not doing it over. Nah. I have one more week. Well, I got 8 more days before I graduate. I got 8 more days before I graduate. Yes, 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 yes. Next Friday, the day is our graduation dinner. But I got 8 more days before I get it in. Before I get it in. Yep. And yesterday, last night, my cousin called me. One of my cousins called me. I haven't talked to her in about, what, 2 years? I don't think it's been about 2 years. It might have been longer than 2 years since I talked to my cousin. It might have been longer than 2 years. And I talked to my cousin. We had a nice little conversation. It was a nice conversation. It wasn't a bad conversation. It was a nice conversation. Yeah. So what everybody got planned today is Friday. What you got had planned for today? I have absolutely nothing planned. I have nothing planned. I know for a fact I love me and my son conversation we had. I do. Good morning, Steve. You and your family have a blessed weekend. You too. You too. You have a blessed weekend. I am really looking forward to next week. I am really looking forward to next week. Like, oh my God, do y'all like my hair? I did it yesterday, and it was looking punk. I got 2 compliments on it, and I was like, they was like, I love your color, da da this, da da that. I love your hair, and I'm like, I ain't do nothing to my hair, but sponged it out and all that. And all this was slicked down, y'all. I ain't do nothing to it this morning. All this was slicked down on the side, and this and that. Somebody in the comments said, have your barber cut your side. I would not have my barber cut my side and put a design in it. I know it would be cute, but I would have a hat on, and it would have been a good idea if I wasn't trying to get my hair back growing like I needed to grow because it's growing like I wanted to, and it's taking its time. But I don't want to. I don't want to get it cut. I don't want to get it cut, and I know it would be good, but I'm gonna have a hat on. I'm gonna have a hat on, and I don't want that. I really truly do not want that at all. I don't want that on. Nah, I don't want that because it ain't gonna feel right. I don't want it. I want my hair's growing. I want it to continue growing, and I don't want to get this side, because if it was like healthy, like this hair, like this on this side, healthy and thick, I would have had them cut and put a design. But the fact it's not healthy, I don't want them to cut it and put a design there because they're gonna have to start all back over by growing, and it's doing a fantastic job growing, and I don't want to mess it up. And it took a long time for me to get it to this point, and I don't want to mess it up. I honestly don't want to mess it up. He said cooking and decor. I don't know the man. I don't know if she's talking about cooking and decor. Oh, decor. Cooking. Okay. Who, me? Cooking. Oh, she said, I don't know if she's talking to me or, well, she's talking to somebody else. Hmm. Y'all, my coffee is so good. I'm not even gonna lie. I told my sister when we was talking, I said, girl, I gotta get up off here. Hello. I gotta get up off here because I gotta I gotta drink some coffee. I ain't had no coffee this morning. I had breakfast. I had no coffee. I can't see me eating oatmeal and drinking coffee. That combination don't go together. Oh, that's what you doing for this weekend. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. What you cooking? What you cooking? What you cooking? She said that's what she doing for the weekend. I'm sorry, God did just ask that question. You know, Julie, you know my mind just go away. You know, 1 minute I say this, da da da, and it goes. So you gotta remind me sometime. Just tell me what you cook. I ain't cooking nothing. I'm not cooking nothing. Dinner is all to table. Dinner is all to table. I'm not cooking nothing. Don't want to cook nothing. I don't want to cook nothing. Cooking is not going to happen for me. And I ain't saying it to be funny, but cooking is not. I don't want to cook. Ooh, excuse me. I don't want to cook. I wanted my sister cooking though. You know what? I'm not gonna say I don't want to cook, but you know what I do want to learn how to cook. I don't eat lamb, but I cook lamb for my son. And this man on YouTube, he cooked a rock of lamb. He cooked it on top of the stove, and he still had the rock of lamb. It was on TikTok. He still had the rock of lamb hooked up together because the rock of lamb, I think it was like 8 pieces or something. I think it was 8 pieces. When I say the way he cooked that rock of lamb, it looked so delicious. It almost make me want to eat lamb. I don't eat lamb. I don't like lamb. But my son eat lamb. And I said, I just want to cook the lamb, see if I could do it like he did. I actually took the video, sent it to my other phone so I can have a copy of it. Because I had two phones. I have a Samsung and what is this? Apple. And I sent it to my Samsung so I could see, when I'm ready to do it. Because I think I'm actually order that probably tomorrow. Order that for my son. But the thing about it, my son ain't gonna eat no 8 lamb chops. I don't think he'll eat 8 lamb chops. But I just want to make that rock because he looked like. She said preparing the meat in size. Okay. Okay. Oh, Cinco de Mayo. I forgot that's coming up this week. Cinco de Mayo coming out. Um, what kind of meat? Anyway, yeah, I want to know what kind of meat too. And I want to do the rack of lamb. I really do, but I don't eat lamb. And after he did it on top of the stove, he took it and put it in the oven. But he kept brushing. I don't know what kind of sauce. He kept brushing on the tip of the lamb chops. He brushed this brown sauce that he made. I was paying attention to him making it, but I wasn't paying attention. That's why I kept the video. And when he sauced the meat with it, but he was putting another brown sauce on the tip of the bones. I swear to God, when that joint came out the oven and he was cutting it, but he didn't have it done. It wasn't well done. It was still red in the middle. But anyway, it looked good though. It really looked good. She said beef, chicken, and pork. Okay. You putting some on the stick, beef, chicken, and pork on the stick? Cause I like them cures on the stick. I like them. I like them on the stick. But when I like them on the stick, I like green peppers, and onions and shrimps and chicken on mine. When you do one on a cure on the stick, but it looked really good, and I was like, I don't eat lamb chops, but I want to cook it and see if I can cook it like he cooked it. I really do. When I say that man had me, yeah, and I don't eat lamb chops, but the only thing blew me off, it was still red. But a lot of people like it was not well done. My son like his well done. He like his well done, and to me it'd be too crispy. But that's how he like his lamb chop. And when I told him I was going to do that, he was like, "Mom, will you make the lamb chops? Can you make me some lobster macaroni and cheese?" I looked at him like, "Dude, come on in." He said, "Mom, please make me some lobster macaroni and cheese." I said, "So I'm gonna do it." I said, "So when I do get the lamb chops, I'm gonna go here. Whoever got lobsters on sale, I'm gonna get like 4 lobster tails, and I'm gonna cut them up and make him some lobster and macaroni and cheese. And I'm only making a little one. That 10x4 square pan that you get with the 3-piece, yeah, that's what I'm making." He didn't even ask for no macaroni and cheese, and he wants some asparagus. I said, "I can do that. I'll do that. That's gonna be Sunday dinner for him if I get it. I'm supposed to get it tomorrow, but that's if they got it, because everybody don't always have the ones on the stick. and he don't like if it ain't on the if it's not the little one, the what you call it, it's they call it, I forgot what name. If they don't have the rack, I'm not gonna get it because he don't like the square ones without the stick on it. I don't know what they call the one with the lollipop. He only like the lollipop lamb chops. There you go. He only like the lollipop lamb chops. He would not eat the other lamb chops. I bought him, and I bought it one time. He was like, "Mom, I don't eat it," and I wound up getting it to my cousin Tracy because I know she ate it. She was like, "I don't turn down no food," and I called her. I said, "I'm come pay your house, drop some lamb chops off," and I gave it to her. So I know if it's not lollipop, don't buy it because he would not eat it. I don't know what's the difference. To me, the only difference is the shape. But to me, if it's lamb, it's lamb. That's to me. But I don't eat it, so I don't know. You know. But yeah, that's what I'm cooking. So if I get everything, if they have it, that's what I'm cooking Sunday dinner. I'm just gonna give me a chicken thigh and cook me a chicken thigh. I don't want no macaroni and cheese. And he want lobster macaroni and cheese. I don't want that. I don't want a macaroni and cheese period. I'm trying to get used to eating sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes so nasty. I'm trying to get used to eating sweet potatoes. I said I was going to get a sweet potato, cut it up, put it in the oven, put some olive oil on it, some salt and pepper, put it in the oven, and try my best to eat it. I don't like sweet potatoes. I like sweet potato pie, but I don't like sweet potatoes. And I'm gonna try my best to eat that. But I had sweet potato fries before, and it was okay. But it's nothing that, hey, I'm gonna go in there and make some sweet potato fries. No, it's not. It's not. I'm trying to get my menu together for the month because this is the second. I didn't know yesterday was the first. I didn't know yesterday was May the first. Today is May the second. I did not know. I didn't pay attention. I just knew it was what was going on in my life. That's it. But yeah, I'm gonna watch some. My hair feels so good. My hair is really growing. I'm gonna watch some. What am I gonna watch today? I'm gonna watch Next Level Chef. Is it Next Level? Yeah, Next Level Chef. I'm gonna watch. I got like 2 more episodes of that before it goes off. I'm gonna watch that today. Hey, Miss Scott. Hey, Miss Scott. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do today. That's it. That's it. That's it. That is it. That's all I'm gonna do today. And I want to thank y'all for watching my videos, liking my videos. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Maybe I'll start getting a little check from them. But yeah, I appreciate it. I really do. And what else I was going to talk about? That's it. Y'all know I don't come up here to talk about nothing. I just come up here to talk and that's it. Never know what I'm going to talk about. It just come out my mouth. My coffee is not hot. Let me see. Coffee banging. This coffee is so banging. You know what? I need to have a coffee meet and greet. Oh y'all, I should have a coffee meet and greet. I should have a coffee meet and greet because you know I love coffee. And the only reason why I say that because that's something that I like. I don't know if everybody like coffee, but I should have a coffee meet and greet. Different types of coffees there, and just have a coffee. But my main coffee is Columbia. But I had different types of coffee because some people don't like Columbia, some people like regular, this and that. She said, I miss the cleaning with me videos. I ain't never had no cleaning videos, did I? I don't know, but guess what, y'all? I'm about to, I told my son, so I love my son. I swear I do. I just love my son to death. I love my son. I know everybody love their kids. I just had this special bond with him, but we were just talking about, I was just telling him what I want to do. And I was looking, and y'all know I've been on this journey for a while. Talked to my cousin, love the conversation me and her. I swear I miss talking to her. We talked. And she said, so what you doing now? I said, I'm going back to get my bachelor's degree. I've been looking up in D.C. You know, D.C. offer you so much. I was looking up in D.C., so I was like, I want to open up my own daycare. Yes, I said I want to open my own daycare. So I've been looking up in D.C. I can open up my daycare in my apartment. I can open up my daycare in my house. But if I open up in an apartment, I have to go to the leasing office and get permission. Once they get permission, I can go ahead and do the application. They can go ahead and do what they need to do as far as in my apartment. I said, okay. I looked it up. And in DC, they will help you open up a daycare. They will help you do all that far as getting a place to rent. You can get a grant. You can get. I think they say. I think when I read it, it said you can get a grant to get your daycare. But the only thing about your daycare, I have to be. I have to have my bachelor's degree, or I have to have 60 something credits on my way to get my bachelor's degree. That's what I have to open up my own regular daycare center, like in a place, in an actual place, and not in my apartment. And I was looking into it, and I was like, God is a wonderful God. I told my sister and I told my son, this time next year, I will be opening up my own daycare. That's what my mind is focusing in. My mind is focusing in, and then I have to have 1 year underneath my belt with my associate's degree. 1 year underneath my belt with my associate's degree working in a daycare center. It could be full-time or part-time. So guess what? I said after I finish handling all my brother business, doing what I got to do, I'm going to go ahead get a job, and it's going to be part-time because I'm going to still take care of my brother. I'm going to get that 1 year under my belt so I can open up my own daycare. So that's what I'm going. That's my next goal. I ain't doing, and the reason why I decided to do that, because I keep going in these daycare centers. God forgive me, and I'm not wishing nothing bad on kids, nothing bad on parents, or nothing like that. And I'm not, you know, I'm not mad up the path I took, getting to where I am, making this decision. But I guess God took me that path so I could see what it was. God showed me what's out there in daycare centers, and I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want to be that type of person. Because I love kids. I love seeing them grow. I want to challenge them, and I just want to do all that. Every daycare center I worked at, except for one, it was a bad experience. And it was more or less me telling on them and getting in trouble like I did, and it was never me. Me telling on them, nothing happened to them, and they go find another job somewhere else, and they can continue the same thing. If that type of environment is not for me, it's a reason why I'm not at them jobs. God put me on this path because He want me to go get my own. I don't give a fuck. I am about to turn 55. I still can go get my own. You see what I'm saying? And that's the path that I'm leading to. I want my own. Because I want, when kids come to me, I want them to be happy. I want them to thrive. I want them to learn. I want them to do everything. I just want to be that person. When they come in there, they show me respect. They understand if they have a bad day. They can tell me about it. And I want to be that. I don't want to be somewhere when kids is autistic, you treat them some type of way. I don't want if they have a disability, you treat them some type of. I want everybody to be able to be good. I want them to thrive. I want them to know. I want them to come to me if they need something. I want all that. And the only way to have all that is to have my own. She said everybody need a loving environment. Yeah, I want to be that person. That's what I want to do. And I can't go nowhere working somewhere and I'm not happy because I don't like what's around me and how they treat the kids. Not all, and I don't get it twisted. Not all the teachers was mean, but the ones I did encounter was, and when I told on them, it felt like I was the bad person. And it wasn't that I was trying to get them in trouble, trying to get them fired. Only thing I wanted y'all to do is check them. Let them know what you're doing is wrong. That's it. Check them. Tell them that where you treating this child, you shouldn't treat them. Where you talking to this child, you shouldn't talk. Just check them. That's it. And it was never good. It was more or less me getting in trouble, getting moved with doing this. And I don't want to, I can't work nowhere like this. But it could have been me not having an open mindset too. It could have been me too. I'm not saying it is, but it could have been me too. I could have played a role in it too. I probably could have did things different. And I'm going to own it. I probably could have did things different. I probably could have went to that person. But by me not really knowing that person, I didn't really say nothing to him. I can't say I didn't say. I said something, but I didn't say something, And maybe my deliverance could have been wrong to what I was saying. I don't know. I really don't know. But everything I learned, I'm taking it back and trying to make myself better. Because I want to be one of them teachers when kids get 12, 13 years. I remember my teacher, Miss Waller, da 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 da. She was an awesome teacher. She said, I've been watching you on and off for years. First time in the chat. Okay, son, hey. And I want to be that person. Because I tell you all the time, I have three teachers that I can remember. One teacher, she was a nightmare. But the other two, they was my third grade and my fourth grade teacher. Miss Kills. Miss Kills was at Harrison Elementary School. Miss Benjamin, she was at Plummer Elementary School. I remember them two teachers because they were nice to me. They helped me when I didn't know. And saying that, that's a lot. And I'm about to be 55. You know how old you are when you're in the third and fourth grade to remember them teachers? That means they put an imprint on me. That means they made me feel some type of way. They were good, awesome teachers. They were they were good and awesome teachers. It wasn't you. She said it wasn't you. Yeah, but I just said so now. After I finish getting everything together for my brother, hopefully I get everything done by next week. Who don't eat vegetable or drink water? Your friend that you went to Applebee's with, she better eat. No, not my friends. No, not the friend I went to. The friends we went to go visit. We was trying to tell her that the friend we went to go visit who's in rehab. She don't. My other friends, we drink water. But yeah, we talked to her about that too, drinking water and vegetables. And she said, I eat a mean salad. I said, next time I come, I'll bring you a mean salad. But yeah, so I figure the next job I go into, I'm going to try to think, pay attention, and be more aware. That's what I said I'm going to do. Because like I said, it could have been my deliverance. It could have been me too. Like, even though y'all said it wasn't, it could have been me too. It could have been me too. But my whole thing is I'm just going to try to do better because guess what? I need a year under my belt before I can open up my daycare. And what I say, a year from now, I will be in this, I'll be good. I'll be good. And the thing I found out about my bachelor's degree, when we do our classes, our classes are six credits. And I think they said you had to have 30 credits or be on your way to begin your bachelor's degree to do that. Not to get the daycare in your home, but to get your own daycare center that Washington D.C. will help you. And when I found that out, because I was laying in bed, I love my best friend. My best friend said they got businesses. They opened up their businesses, and they was like, "Look, I need you to open up your business." And this how they talked to me. This how my bestie told me. They both of them just starting their business. They said, "We need you to get a business. We of age. We need a business. You need something to lead time. You need a business. You need to figure out what you're going to do." And they've been telling me this for a long time. And I be telling my sister, I said, "Tom, they keep telling me I need a business." They said, "Don't worry about how much it costs to get your license and all that. You don't worry about that. We got that. We need you to get your business started. Tell us what you want to do so you can start working on it so you can get your business." And she said, once you get your business up and your business up for 6 months, then all three of us open up a business together. They want all three. They want each of us to get our own business, and they want us to open a business up together. They said that's what I want. And I was like, I understand it. They say, so you need to get it together. And I've been thinking about what they say because they're always telling me they got their own business and they want me to have mine and they want us to open up one together. They was like, and after that, once you get your business started for 6 months, we're gonna do a business together. And while you working on yours, you need to be thinking of ideas how we can get a business together. That's why I say I love my besties. They just like they want the best. We want the best for each other. And we push each other. We do. We push each other. We push each other, and I love that. And the fact they've been getting after me for the longest time. Keep telling me, okay, my business, because her business is about to open up. The other one business is about to open up, and they like our business is about to open up. I need you to get a business. We need you to do this. We need you. And I'm like, I got so much going on. You can still have a lot going on and get your business. So I did talk to her yesterday and told her what I want to do. She said, okay, are you sure? I said, yeah. She said, so that's the route you're going because you keep coming up with different ideas. I said, that's the route I want to go. I said, that's the route I want to go. I want to open up my own daycare down there. She said, okay, that's your business? I said, yeah. She said, okay. And I said, I looked at it. I said, there wasn't no prices. She said, don't worry about it. Do your research, get your job, and a year from there, you're going to have your business. You just got to do what you got to do. And I said, okay. She said, your next appointment, make sure when you get there, you ask them, can you open up a daycare? Because you got to make sure you can open up a daycare. You don't need to go nowhere, but you can't open up a daycare. Then you have to wait until you get a certain amount of credits, then go rent a building now and get DC to pay for it. And you're starting off. You want to start off like that in your apartment first or your house, that's what you got to do. So I told her a year from yesterday, I'm going to have it. 2026, that's what I'm doing. I'm be either start working on it, doing it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what I got to do. But I have to work a year. And as soon as my year mark comes, when my year mark comes, may say, hey, it's time to start processing. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start doing it. And they, as Zachary, don't worry about how much everything costs. You just get to that point. And they told me 6 months after my business opened, guess what? We're going to open up our own business. I don't know what they want to open up together, but that's what they want. And you know what? It's always good to have people around you like that. I have learned over the years, people who's around, how can I say that? How can I say this without being mean or hurtful to no one, everybody's feelings? Okay, God put people in your life for a reason. He removes them for a reason. Let me say that. God put people around you when you're on a certain journey. And once you get to your journey, get to your point, and they not going the way you going, he push them out. Let me say that. I have learned over the years, and these two ladies have been my friends. God had never pushed them out my life. He always kept them into me. So that means they there for a reason. Because they challenged me as a person. And they always there for me. And they always want the best for me like I want the best for them. So, yeah, I'm going to listen to them. Why not? Why not listen to them? Yeah, sometimes I don't like what they say. You know I don't. But it is what it is. And the fact when she started her business, they kept telling me to get one, make up my mind. I had too much going on. I was not trying to. I'm not even going to lie. Getting my own business wasn't my plan. I had all other stuff. I was taking care of my mom. I'm grieving my mom. I'm taking care of my brother. I'm trying to keep my house in. I had all, and they had stuff going on. Yeah, and they had stuff going on. So it was like I wasn't focused. I didn't care. But guess what? I'm ready. I had to sit back and I am ready. I had to think about too. Every time you get a job, you're not there because there's always something going on. And some said, it's not that it's not that you can't keep a job. It's not that it's that when you get a job in teaching, you're not happy. So guess what? I'm going to do my own daycare. And I swear, I'm going to do 1 year in my apartment. Why I'm doing that 1 year? I'm still in school. I'm still in school. Bachelor's credits are six credits. When I start in August, even though I'm going to take on 3 classes. I'm not even going to. I'm going to do 3 classes. 3 classes. If I can get them credits. Then after that, I'm going to do 3 more. Then I'm going to go in the summertime. I'm going to do 2 classes. I said I wasn't going. I said, hey, East kid. I said I wasn't going to do summer, but I'm not going to do this summer, but I'm going to do next summer. I'm going to do summer so I can get it because I can get what I want. Yeah. And it ain't that I can't keep a job. It's just that every time I worked in a daycare center, it was the worst. But my last daycare center where I was volunteer working, that was a good one. That was good. They just ain't want to pay no money. That was good. It was a good one. But yeah, it was good. It was okay. I ain't going to say it was the best, but it was okay. I didn't have no problem with the teachers mistreating the kids or nothing like that. No, it wasn't. But every other one I had, people didn't know how to treat kids or the facility was messed up. It was, yeah. So guess what? I'm going to do my own. And I had met this lady when I first got my CDA. She gave me her number to me and my girl. She was like, y'all need to open y'all business. She didn't even know. She was at the front desk, and she told me and my girl that. And we just looked at her like, okay. She said, I used to have my business. She said, I'm retired. She said, gave us her number. She said, when you're ready, call me. I still got that lady card. I never got rid of her card. Her number, her picture of her card is in my phone, and I have her card in my room. Because I thought maybe if I lose it, I always have it. But when I moved, I said, oh, heck, this lady card. And it's still in my phone. It was a reason why she gave it. She seen something. She seen something that I didn't see at that time. Because I'm looking at her like, yeah, I ain't opening my own business. Girl, what? I'm opening up my own business and I'm going to thrive. I'm opening up my own business and I'm going to thrive. I'm going to make they have daycare centers. You make your #1 list, I'm going to make it. The first 2 years, they always have people get awards. Where I was at, I don't know if they do, but you know, When you're in school and stuff, and you have daycare centers, you're the top three, top four. I'm gonna be the top one. I'm gonna make it thrive, y'all. I'm telling you. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have the awesome people working for there for me. I'm gonna do training. I'm gonna get them mentor days because guess what? You need mentor days. And if I gotta get there and work when somebody don't come, I have no problem. When a person stressed going through something, I'm there to listen. I don't. You don't have to tell me all your business. We can sit there and just talk. I can just listen. I'm gonna make sure my employees are good. I'm gonna give them what they never got from one other job. Cause teachers get stressed. Teachers go through things just like real life, and I wanna be that person. Like I can't wait. I am so excited, cannot wait. It's gonna be a bomb journey, y'all. And guess what? Y'all coming along with me. Every step of the way, y'all gonna be right there with me. Every step of the way. From the time till I find the place, from the time till I get my kids, from the time till I sign the agreement, from the time when the fire marshal come, y'all gonna be there with me. Y'all gonna see that journey. Y'all gonna be like, dang, I've been with this girl since 2018. Look at her, guys. It's gonna be awesome. I just can't wait. And you know what? And I'm talking about it because guess what? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I believe it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. I don't think God sent me on this path to be a teacher for no reason. It's a reason for everything He do in life. And I feel like I find my calling. Yes, at one time nursing was my calling, but guess what? Nursing not no more. It's me teaching. It's me teaching babies, teaching them, showing them what's right from wrong, regardless of how they household raised. When you come there, it's gonna be a different person. I'm just gonna do it all. I don't care if you got autism. I don't care if you're on a spectrum. I don't care. If you come in my daycare, I'm gonna treat you the same. I'm gonna treat you the same. Yeah, I'm gonna be that teacher. I can't wait. My coffee. I'm talking, y'all. I'm just talking. I'm talking because I'm so happy. I finally found out what I want to do. I finally know what I want to do. Like after all these years, they keep my girls been pressing me out for the past year and a half. I find out something, and I told my son what I was gonna do, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what I told him. I said if I pass, because I always talk to my son. Death is you never know. One day I might not wake up. You never know. Life is. I'm not gonna live forever. But I told him. I said when I do this journey, I said you're gonna have to come in here and do paperwork. And I'm gonna have to show him everything. I'm gonna show him the paperwork, show him this, show him that, so how to do it. Because guess what? When I leave this earth and I have a daycare, you're gonna have to take over. You're not gonna stop it. You're gonna have to take over. I don't care if you got a job. You gotta hire somebody that you trust. Get to know them. Have them in there, and you come in I told myself every day and check it out. I said you got to know the ropes. I said when I built what I built, it's not for you to stop. It's for you to continue. It might not be your path to be a teacher, but it's gonna be your how can I say it? It's gonna be a part of your past. It's gonna be a part of your future. Because I know that's not in your future, but it's gonna be a part of your future. Because guess what? You gotta make it work. Because this is something your mom create. And whatever your mom create, you gotta keep it going. He just looked at me, okay. Mama, you know I do this, da da da. I love talking to my son. When I say we're off, yeah. Love. I told him all that. He said, Mom, you sure? I said, yeah, that's what I want to do. He said, okay. He said, Mom, I do what I gotta do. I'm like, okay. Yeah, baby, yeah. I am so happy today. I am like really, I'm really happy. And I was thinking about it and everything. And then, y'all, I got all my books that I had when I was in school. And I'm like, well, guess what? I'm gonna be I'm gonna start. I read, but I read in spells. I said, oh, I'm gonna have to start having my books just beside me because one of my favorite books that I liked when I was in school, it was called Intentional Teacher. It's called. Let me say it again, Intentional Teacher. I know that's right. Thank you, Wes. Yup. For general liberty insurance for your local amount, they are responsible. Oh, okay. I heard of them before. I heard of them liberty insurance. I heard of them before. So y'all made me I forgot what I was about to say, y'all. Let me get back on track. What was I saying? I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Ooh, I started reading West thing. I lost my train of thought what I was about to say. for your day. It was something for my daycare, but I can't think. Oh my God, I forgot. Yeah, for my daycare, and I know. I was trying to think. Oh my God, I can't remember. Can't remember. Ooh, y'all know how quick I lose my train of thought, and that's another thing. Oh, the book, Intentional Teacher. That was one of my favorite books to read. Like, and I looked it up last night because I had to take it back to the library because I had it such a long time. That book $63. I said I'm gonna have to buy it. I'm gonna have to buy it. And the reason why I said that's my favorite book because everything was in it was talking about the family, how to be how to be a great teacher, how to have great communication with the parent, great communication with the community, and teaching a teacher is a great book. And the fact that I'm gonna keep it because when I do open my daycare, I'm gonna have everybody, hey, come and read this book. You don't have to read it every day. Read a part of it. Read something of it, because you're gonna learn a lot from that book. And when I that was a great, I even told my teacher because she kept telling everybody, y'all need to get this book. Y'all have to have it for school, but it's a great book to have. She said y'all should purchase. It's a great book to have, and it is a great book to have. It is a great intentional teacher. It's a great book to have because yeah, it is a great book to have. It is a great book. I have another teacher's book that I have like I don't have intentional teachers. I want to get it. I looked it up last night. It's $63. It was 62 and some change. So I say $62, and that's not. I think it was free shipping and handling. It's another teacher book in here that I bought. It's an okay book. I didn't get into it like intentional teacher. It didn't. It takes a lot. Reading to me is just like TV. It takes a lot to get me. Intentional teacher had me because I find myself reading it all the time because what they were saying made sense. What they saying was make sense. So that was one of my favorite books in school. But yeah, y'all, that's all I want to talk about. I know I talked a lot today because I'm excited about this new journey I'm about to do. About to go on once I get my brother. But hey, a year for now. And I had told my sister, I told my brother, my son, I'm about to start looking for a place. He said, Mom, we just got back. I said, yeah, it's time to go. I told him, I said, it's time to go. He said, it's time to go. I said, it's time to go. He said, Mom, we ain't been in the new place. He said, we ain't been back here 2 months. I said, my intention was never to stay here. But I got a plan. I'm ready to go. So I've been looking for apartments. And I said, whatever apartment I get, I said, I'm getting a 3 bedroom. If I get a house, I'm getting a 3 bedroom. Because my front, everything's going to be based for my daycare. Like, yeah, I want it. I want it. And then on top of that, since I've been thinking about it, I told y'all, I'm a TikTok fanatic now. Do you know God work in mysterious ways? And I say that to say, every time I turned on my feed, somebody just opened up a daycare center, somebody doing a daycare center, somebody this with a daycare center, somebody showing, and I never, y'all, I'm not even, swear to God, I am not lying. I might see somebody about a daycare maybe once or twice a day on my TikTok. Last 3 days, it's just popping up on my feed, popping up on my feed, popping up on my feed. And I'm like, there ain't nothing but God telling me, yeah, you making the right decision. When I say it been popping up on my feed, and when I seen it, I'm just like, and when I say one or two maybe within that day, I swear to God, I'm not lying. I all day yesterday, that's everything. All this last night, I'm waking up. It's popping up on my feed, and I'm like, ever since I made a decision, and it just been popping up, and to me, it's a sign telling you're making a good choice. You're making a good choice. It has to be a good choice because I feel good about it. And then a part of me is like, I'm so excited. Like I'm excited, and it's like I want to get all that information. I want all that information. It's like I gotta get it, and this is how I'm doing. I'm listening to these ladies, and they on there saying, "Hey, I ain't think I can do it." People, and some of them have them in their house, some have them in their in their apartment, and they making it work. And then I'm like, that's just God clarify what I already got in my head, what I want to do. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I'm like, I don't. I've been started doubting myself. I always doubt myself, but I already know what I can do. I know my ability. I do. And I thank God for what I've been through because I swear I had to go through. everything I went through to get to this point in life. When I say that, I'm talking about me having two strokes. I'm talking about my son, God forbid, getting Lord Jesus Christ, getting having a gun pulled on him and gun going off, fighting the dude and all that. All these things happen because guess what? If this would have never happened to my son, I would have never changed schools. I would have never moved. It's a lot of stuff that went in play that would have never happened. It would have never happened. Because when this happened to my son, it had me go to Goodwill Excel to get my high school diploma. I was somewhere else working on my GED. And I was going at night. And I was doing it. But it wasn't going right. You see what I'm saying? Because the teachers, it was at night. Sometimes the teacher came in. Sometimes they didn't. The next thing, boom, my son get robbed at gunpoint by somebody he went to school with who I used to get water and money to. And that had us to move. And when I moved, I had to find another school. And that's when I found Goodwill Excel, became the best school ever. And when I went there, what they say, oh, we don't do GEDs. We do high school diplomas. I had 0 credits. I thought I had some credits because I knew I made it to, I was in the 9th grade. I had 0 credits. Spent gone, couldn't find nothing. Guess what? Within 2 years, I got all my credits. Graduated in 2021 of July. Went to school August of 2021. Graduating in 2025. Man, things happen for a reason because I don't think I would have ever went that route. I probably would have been still at the school trying to do that. God set things in place to happen for a reason. He set this up for me. He set it up for me. It was in design for me to do what I did, and I am so freaking happy. I am so happy. Because honestly, I don't think if none of that would have happened, I would have ever went the route that I went. I'm being honest. I probably would still been in Southwest where I was living at. God set things up for a reason. And the reason for that, I'm happy. No, I'm not happy that my son got robbed at gunpoint. I'm happy that he put everything in place for me to do what I did and move the way I moved. I started moving different. My mindset went different. Everything for me shifted. Because my focus is on my son. I have to make sure my son's safe. I can't go over here no more. I can't do this. I can't do this. And Pop, my cousin, came to me and said, hey, go to this school. And I went and got into the school. That's how it went. And God set things up to go a certain way that he want a person to go in life. No, we don't always follow that path. We don't. But just so happened when he put it in my eyesight, I went for it. I went for it. I went for it and loved every minute of it. Yeah, I had my days I said, oh God, why did I do this? Because I always second guess myself because how love my mom, love you to death, how I was brought up in life. How I was brought up in life. I always second guess myself because there's a lot of things I didn't do when I was younger. I wish I did. I always wanted to go to college when I was younger. But I couldn't. Guess what? I have a high school diploma. I'm doing everything I wanted to do when I was younger. God is my witness. I always wanted to go to college, but I didn't have a high school diploma to do it. God knew what I wanted to do. He set it up and designed for me to do exactly what my heart desired. He set it up for me. And for that, I am grateful. Like, I am so grateful. Like, yes. God is an awesome God. Y'all, I am talking so much. I'm sorry. So I'm just talking. It's just that I'm happy that I found my passion. And I'm glad that my passion was taking care of people. Because I love taking care of people. Don't get it twisted. I love taking care of people. Like when I was visiting my girlfriend, I got in that mode. I was ready to take care of her. That's still my passion. But I found another passion. And you don't get that too often. In a lifetime, sometimes people don't get two passions that they love. I got two passions I love. I love taking care of people. And I love teaching kids. For that, I am grateful. Because people do not. And I repeat it. It ain't that often that people get two passions. And I'm one of the lucky ones. Yeah, I am one of the lucky ones. I can honestly say I am lucky. I am lucky. And I don't regret a thing I did. I don't regret nothing. I don't. I honestly don't. I can't say I do. I don't. I'm happy. I'm glad I made a decision. I'm gonna go open my own business. I'm glad when I decided to go to college, I knew what I wanted. Yeah, I had my moments. Everybody who don't have moments. Yeah, I get moments when I'm scared. Who don't? Yeah, I get moments when I'm just not confident. Who don't? And the reason she said, "Don't be sorry. That was just trust." Thank you. Yeah, it's just like I am super freaking happy. I am. I love where I'm going. I love where I'm gonna end up. And y'all gonna be right there with me. I City Squad, y'all gonna be right there with me. I'm taking y'all along for the ride. I am taking y'all along for the ride. Y'all gonna love the journey. Y'all gonna love it. And the fact that some of y'all been here since I started, ooh wee, it's awesome. And y'all have not gave up on me. Do y'all know how that make me feel? To have people in my corner who really just know me from being on here, has my back. Man, people send me awesome emails to make me feel so good, and I be happy. I be happy. Sometimes you just need to know that you're doing the right things. When y'all send me emails, text me, and all that, it just let me know I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing it for me. Yeah, it makes me feel very good. Cause y'all don't really know me. Y'all know what I tell you, and y'all know what y'all see, but y'all actually seeing me doing what I'm doing. So y'all know I'm not faking it. Cause I'm not for it. Nobody on YouTube. Not saying it. Cause some things on YouTube, some things on TikTok, it's not true. It's not true. But y'all see my journey. Y'all see what I'm going through. So y'all know it's true. I can't BS y'all because y'all know. And y'all know what my heart is. And if the ones who've been here since 2018, from when I started my journey. Let me say this, y'all. And I don't mean to be switching over. Yesterday, me and my girlfriend was out. She said, Tia, don't get offended. I got to say something. I said, what? She said, don't get offended. I said, what? She said, girl, I went back and looked at some of your old videos. She said, well, you was really big. I said, yeah, I was 317 pounds. I was 317 pounds. She said, yeah, but I didn't know. I said, yeah. I said, get offended for it. She said, I just want to tell you. I said, yeah. When I started my journey, I was 317 pounds. I'm 229 pounds because I lost some weight because got it to 234. I'm 229 now. And I told her, I said, I'm trying to get back. I said, I got 20 more pounds because I'm trying to get back to 210. I was 209, but 210, I was 209, I'm not even gonna lie. I got down to 209. But I'm trying to get down to 210. No, I don't want to be 200 because I'm not small. But she said that, and I was just laughed at her because it was funny. She's like, yeah, but why would I get offended? Like, come on, girl. She said, you don't know. I said, girl, she just started laughing. She said, I didn't know. She was looking at my old videos. And I was like, oh, you don't think I go back and look at my old videos? I go look at my old videos and I say the same thing. Mom, see, you big. You was big. My son tell me all the time, Mom, you're not that big. I say, I still feel it. My mindset haven't really changed. I say, yeah, I still feel it, but I know I'm not as big as I used to because of what I wear. But, yeah, life is up. Man, my life is awesome. I'm enjoying every minute of it. I'm going to get everything out of it that I can get out of it. And that's that. Oh, y'all been on here what? 63 minutes. I'm talking too much. I told y'all when I get up here, I do not come up here planning to talk. I come here to drink my coffee and whatever comes out, come out. Okay, it is what it is. With that being said, I ain't gonna lie, I had nothing to do today. But I think I'm gonna walk down the street to the store. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and walk down the street to the store to get a little exercise in. That's it. It's only like a 10-minute walk. It's gonna be like 30 minutes. I'm gonna go down here and play some Keno. Go down here, take $40, $50, play some Keno. Good morning. We about to get up out here. I'm about to go play some Keno. Go down the street, play some Keno. But I want to say thank y'all for listening to me. It's always good for when y'all come here. I love it. I really do. I love the fact y'all support me. I love the fact when y'all email me, text me, tell me how a good job I'm doing. I love y'all all the way around. I love the fact that y'all just here period. I just love the fact y'all here period. It is what it is. Thank y'all, TT Squad. I'm about to get up out here. Like, share, subscribe. Cause I'm about to go for a walk and I'm about to go play some Keno. Like, share, subscribe. We have 8 more days before graduation. Yay! Miss Martin, I'm about to go, girl. Y'all have a great one. Bye.